What's going on, everyone? Alright, we got it out on Twitter. Alright, hopefully everybody can hear me. God, sad day today. Kim Jung Gi passed away. So let's look at a couple of his illustrations here. I guess he's as popular for how the art turns out as he is for how he creates the art, right? Of course. Click on something. They're trying to rope you into some bullshit. Can't just click on an image. Oh my god. Well, we're still gonna mourn Kim Jung Gi, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to do a drawing like he does, right? So this could be a colossal disaster. So turn that off. Drag my Brave browser over to the other side. Let me look at a couple of his drawings here. All right, so when I saw the news this morning, I got to thinking, right? Shit, might as well turn it back on. I got to thinking, so first and foremost, he has a really good memory, right? So he's studying all this stuff. But if I were to, because I thought about how I'm gonna approach trying to do this. So I was like, what's the trick to it? How does he do it? Yeah, he's dead. He died, J-Dub. So how does he go about it, right? Man, I'm all discombobulated here. I spent the last hour getting my streaming all set up again. I got this rolling table, and it's pretty awesome, but to be honest, I need two of them. So I'm going to have one set up for drawing, like just drawing, and then one set up at all times for streaming and computer. So that way I won't have to really switch back and forth. Anyway, so I got to thinking, how does he go about doing this, right? It looks like he's just pulling it straight out of the ether. So whenever you're drawing, you kind of got to conceive it first, right? And I think one, his art is a sum of its parts kind of deal. There is not one line in particular that is immaculately perfect, right? So that's how he, for the lack of a better word, that's how he gets away with it, right? Second, I think he's practiced the perspective drawing a lot. And I think his approach is he decides his perspective grid on the page before he does it. So that is what the kid's gonna try to do. So I have a Pentel pocket. A blank sheet of paper. Inspect it. There's nothing on it. So I'm gonna attempt and possibly fail terribly. Now there's something. There's this big smudge on it. All right. So I'm looking at the page, and it's gonna be he does the curvilinear stuff, right? So let me just try to draw two or three people standing. Good God. Here we go. What if I pull this off, right? Even with a leaky pen. 1 second. here we go. Alright, we're not going for the perfect line, so let's start with... They're going to be wearing a backpack, right? Just put a bunch of shit on them. That way you don't have to focus in on the anatomy. Right, so I'm trying to keep anatomy in mind and just go to where I think it might be. Alright, here we go. We're going to do the backpack, the flap. Do a strap. Strapping young lad. Right, and I'm trying to keep in mind the curl or curve, right? Curve linear. I'm projecting it around the page. He goes a little bit faster than this. I'm all chicken shit right now. All right, so head comes up. Maybe they're turning. Oh, is the head gonna be too big? I'm doing it, guys. Kim Jung Gi. The confidence that he does this at is what makes it look really, really spectacular, right? Because he's just flying around the page. All right, so I'm gonna try to. You get your standard fold, your Z folds, your pipe folds. But I'm gonna do this guy with his sleeves rolled up. All right, done. Couple stitches. Collar wrapping around. Give him a bit of an Adam's apple. All right, here comes the hard part. So stylized, right? Don't get too caught up in what the guy's looking like. Just make him fit on the page. Give him a smoke. What do you think, J-Dub? Am I doing it? Give him turned up, like empathetic looking eyebrows. Right. A little shadow on the other side of the collar. Dude, this pen is motherfucking flowing, bro. Alright. Couple seams in the backpack. Hint at some shoulder blades. So we're gonna have. I think I want this arm coming out, or do I want it tucked back in? Kind of keep the overall shape going here. It just dictated it to me. So his arm's gonna be going that way. I was debating having his arm go down and like holding a machine gun or something. Alright, here we go. Here's the tricky part. Putting his britches under him. Let's go ahead and do his forearm and hand. Keep it, bubbly and gesture. Chance at some more perspective type stuff. Get a little heavy there. Give him a Zippo. A couple wispy hairs on his arm. All right. So here's where we're envisioning. Here's like I'm projecting this um, perspective thing on here. Oh, is the voice modulator on? Seriously? Thought I turned that shit off. I like it though. I like it. Let's go turn that off real quick. People think I'm uh, too hyped up over my boy Kim Jung Gi.
All right, there we go. I'm all cracked out. Couple forehead wrinkles. Let's give him some stubble. Viet fucking Nam. So it's all made up, right? I haven't studied anything. So these are all going to be grenades off the top of my head. Strong looking like a pineapple. You put them in the right clothes, you can do a lot of that pinch pull stuff that looks really cool. Right? Some of the parts. Not one line is going to be perfect, but we're going to get overall at the end of it. It'll look pretty dope in theory. Come on, Kim Jung Gi. Send me them vibes down, baby. So yeah, like I said, I think he the first thing he probably has in mind is the perspective in his head. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. Yeah, wild news. I don't know what caused it. Awfully young. Of course, everybody online's gonna speculate vaccine with all the people dropping dead, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. He's gone. Doesn't matter either way, right? I feel like it might be disrespectful to use his death as a platform to talk about that. Maybe later on, but right now, nah. I like whenever I think it was Stan Prokopenko was asking him about the nudity in his art, and you know, has he ran into any trouble? And he's like, no, but I think he said his wife wants to know why. His wife thinks he's weird because he's always drawing titties. Only 47. Damn. All right, we got one guy down. I think if I draw a guy down here, I'll be able to get more on top of that perspective and really pull it off. So I got to go for it, even though could be a colossal failure. All right, so I'll start with this guy's head. Kind of crazy how small the jaw gets right there. All right. Just going this way, so it'd be flared out. We'll do his backpack over here. Collar. All right, it's kind of a fun little exercise too, though. No doubt. Trying to do it like he does. All right. Backpack coming around. We're gonna say clips right there. What would this guy be? What would he be holding? Would he be holding the strap on the backpack, maybe? Here we go. Here's where we're getting into trouble now. Yeah. Imagine it. You gotta see it before you do it, right? So I'm gonna jump up here while I let my brain percolate. Give this guy. I don't want him looking too thin. All right, we can use the sleeves rolled up as a little bit of a cheat. And then we do the hint at the knuckles. Not very much back of the hand. Just gonna wrap around there. That arm is not the best, but we'll see. Maybe this other one over here will make it work. Let me tell you something, bros. Nobody else on the internet's fucking going for it today like the kid is. Nope. The kid's out here thinking he's Kim Jung Gi. I've tapped into his spirit. I guarantee he's looking down like, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This guy gets it. Kim Jung Gi, I get you. What's happening? I'm attempting to do a Kim Jung Gi style drawing because I'm crazy. Mm, mm, Lord, come help the kid. All right, a little more backpack. Is this guy a smoker too? He's got him a fucking 5 hit. Not no more. All right. Need hair. Pinch down. Do some zigzags for some laces. And we're about to go off the page. That's fine. That's fine. Zipper. Give him some little shit hanging on him. Um, Gun. Or what looks like it might be a gun. Hey, yo. All right, we got 2 people on here. We're going to do one more. Then we're gonna call it a day for Kim Jung Gi. I might, I could get into doing this regularly. I feel like it trains your brain to be on, propelled forward. All right, one more. What's this guy gonna be doing? I feel like the pulling of the straps is it, so we can add a little depth in there like that. There we go. That works. All right, one more guy. All right, this guy might go a little faster. Keeping that perspective in mind. It's ended up looking like what's his name? Um, he did art for heavy metal for a while. During the reboot around 2011. Oh man, I'll never be able to think of his name. He's represented by Paolo at Cadence Comic Art. I think he teaches at a school in Missouri. He's a big Toth fan. This is starting to look a little Tothian. Well, we're gonna have a weird tangent here with the gun in the back, but that's all right. We'll give this guy more of a buzz cut. Got a little texture variety. Oh, here we go. This is an odd angle. 3/4 back view down shot. What? Oh shit! Motherfucker did it. I did it. I do gotta add a little more to the top of his head though. Yeah, definitely a lot of conception there, but I bet he was. I bet he used his sketchbooks to build a database. And I guarantee you he did his sketchbooks the same way, right? So he was just doing this, but I guarantee he was looking at a lot of reference to build up that, but there's this MIT lecture, because I'm smart and I listen to MIT lectures on, it's for Gödel Escher Bach. So it's all about AI and stuff and machines and whether or not it's possible. Anyway, it's like a 7 or 8 part series. So if you do Gödel, Godel, I think it's pronounced Gödel though, Gödel Escherbach, and MIT on YouTube, you can pull it up, and it's a free lecture. And one of the concepts they go over is, and I can't remember the name of it because I'm fucking drawing right now, but it's like how a skateboard and a car are very similar, right? They both have wheels, they both have I guess, a chassis, and they both go on the roads. So and that's a lot of the way those dudes think about trying to create AI. Those systems, they're trying to create like parallels in the machines to the human body and brain. So anyway, the point of this being is like once you learn how to draw a few cars and a few motorcycles and a few cool rims, and once you learn to draw two or three different brake systems, you can apply that across all kinds of shit, like and make up vehicles on the fly, right? Because you got those base principles that correlate, and people instantly recognize it because well, if it has wheels, it'll roll on the road in theory, unless it's a Ford. Ah, gotcha. All right. You guys like that? It was out of nowhere, bro. Made that up on the spot. All right. So now let's look at what do we want to stand in. All right. I feel like some rocks. I almost want to go like really thin with these, obviously, since they're on the ground. This pen is the output of ink in this Pentel pocket is absurd. Let's say he's holding his gun's coming up right here. Right? So like he's holding it. Just a little extra depth. Anyway. Ford, found on road dead. No doubt, bro. I can't describe to you guys how much I don't know about cars. Except for those MIT lectures. No big deal. Alright, so when you start adding shit like this in, you don't need to do it randomly. It all needs to be part of the flow, and that's one of the things that's probably taken me the longest as an artist is because all my brain power is like computing the figure. I I don't spend enough time computing the the 2D graphic, like how it presents as just shapes on a page versus volume and all that, right? That's like the hardest thing to get for me. That's where like doing multiple layouts, doing a thumbnail, like I've showed you my process a few times. I got one here I'll show again real quick. Yeah. All right, so this is like stage two. So I start out with like a little tiny thumbnail on the actual script page. And then once I get that figured out, then I'll look at it and I'll be like, all right, well, what panel can I make bigger? Right? Because I've been given these parameters of doing a big anchor panel on each page. So it's um, image E looking, 90s looking, which adds an extra layer of computation, so to speak. I feel like that's not reading as the clip. There, it's better. Now, what would Kim Jung Gi do? He'd probably draw some big ass tiger on this fucking thing. But I'm not gonna do that. We think, boys and girls, if there's girl, any ladies in the house. Make one Ford joke and all the viewers leave. Sad. All right. He blackened his combat boots. That's cool exercise. Had fun. Rest in peace, Kim Jung Gi. Send me your skill set through the ether. All right. Well, oops, kicked the shit out of my desk. That is all. 31 minutes. Kim Jung Gi style. Three dudes on a page. No preliminary drawing, just drawing it at an odd angle, in perspective. Just, motherfucking going for it. Anyway, see y'all next time. Bye.